Well, joining us now is Angela Fobbs from Mainz, Germany. She is from Democrats Abroad and Director of Strategic Initiatives. Good to have you this weekend again, Angela Fobbs. Help us understand or make sense of the trade mots ongoing in the U.S. and how this affects the U.S. economy.
Well, this additional tariffs that Trump is trying to implement or will implement on April 2nd, if he actually goes through with it, is going to cause a great deal of pain in the U.S. economy. He said that he didn't care whether they raised the prices, but the American people, a lot of American people voted for him because they wanted to lower prices, not raise prices. About more than 50% of Americans disapprove how Trump is handling the economy, and more than 50% of Americans also say that he focuses too much on tariffs.
Now, the president has mentioned concerning Liberation Day that is when he is going to have these reciprocal taxes to happen. Do you see this as a revenge on, the foreigners who invest in the country? And is America ready to look within and begin to manufacture, cars, automobiles, and all of that?
Well, I he might consider it a revenge, or as he put it, Liberation Day. But the United States built the world economy, and we did it by letting people invest in our country and us investing in them. And we get parts from all over the world. We get things from all over the world, and we send things all over the world also. And I think that this is a fundamental misunderstanding of how the world economy works and what will make a difference in the United States. It's not possible. He wants car manufacturing to return to the United States, but even if it did, it would take years for that to occur. And in the meantime, people won't be buying cars, or they won't even be able to afford car parts with this extra 25% tax for the American people.
So one of the reasons why he says he is imposing this, I mean, economists say this is quite fair, being that some of the goods that are imported in the U.S. economy is quite less than, the goods that are imported into other countries. The tariffs are higher, which is quite unfair if you look at it economically, according to analysts. What do you say with regards that? I'm trading business with you, but that amount that, you use to import the goods are quite higher than what I allow you into my country, if that makes sense.
In a sense, it makes sense, but we should be able to negotiate with our trading partners and not impose tariffs. There are other ways to make these changes without sudden and maybe even unwarranted changes. I don't believe that Donald Trump understands how the economy works or how business works. The man has been bankrupt for 6 times. So it's hard to take his economic plans seriously.
Now, let's swing to Elon Musk, which, there's been several protests in New York and other, states across the United States. Help us also make sense as regards what the issue is here. Is the issue of, government cuts? Let's understand what the issues are for the American people.
Well, the Tesla takedown movement is really in full swing now. Actually, around the world on Saturday, there were more than 200 protests all around the world in the United States and other countries. And the reason that people are protesting Elon Musk is because of Doge and what he's doing to our government and its people. It's his companies have been subsidized in a lot of ways by the government, and now he's trying to dismantle it and basically dismantle it in his favor. And the American people are not, they don't want this. They want they want an efficient government, but the way that he is approaching dismantling our government isn't efficient, and it isn't going to help the American people.
Now, finally, before I let you go, it seems like some people still view it as Elon Musk he's not a part of the Trump administration. Meanwhile, he's just one who is meant to handle a job and hand over come January of 2026 or February, I stand to be corrected. Isn't it better to allow him do his job? It seems like so many Americans still feel they do not need Elon Musk. So how do you cut down spending?
Well, if you want to cut down government spending, there are probably many areas that you can cut down, but the government is people. It's not we're not a manufacturing organization or a service. Well, we are a service organ as the government, but you would look at each agency and ask the people who know where the cuts can be made, where efficiencies can be made. Just randomly firing people or eliminating whole organizations isn't a way to cut government spending, because some of these cuts are going to cost us a lot of money in the long run. And I think that because Elon Musk isn't an elected official, no one elected Elon Musk to do anything, that people are angry about this, and the protest will continue.
All right, and thank you so much for speaking to us, Angela Fobbs, there all the way
Thank you.
from Mainz, Germany.